You are now tuned in to the To Be Told podcast.
Your phone on mute? What?
He's asking questions and shit about.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna go.
We can, but I'm saying he's asking questions.
I was asking a question.
Yeah,
my bad.
Ignore him and then just go. Wait, hey, what's your flow? All right, action.
Right.
So
This my flow, nigga. That's what you about to
that's
Sheesh.
Just trying to go straight into it. I mean,
yeah, intro, us banter, into intro to guests, some more banter. Then when it starts, we feel fun. As soon as it starts going flat, we go have you bail us out.
Okay.
All right, bet. Indeed.
that motherfucking microphone picks up everything.
This one.
Yeah.
We'll turn it down until.
Touche.
Hey, why y'all got?
I told you I was gonna get slack about this. I told you I was gonna get slack about this.
nice mics.
Go, Mike.
Yeah.
Some nice
Yeah.
I told you that.
We supposed to get some gold mics from the boy Drew, but his follow up to.
Oh my damn! I'll be
Is
there.
it still recording?
Is that covered by
Screen protector. That's what it's covered by.
no Apple Care?
Like I said, you got it'll stay, but if you start moving on it, then it's not.
Okay. I was literally trying to switch to live.
Oh shit!
Y'all niggas got all
The bare minimum.
Sorry about that.
mischievous ass laughs. These niggas sound like
Nah,
fucking.
but he probably said hello. He was like live. How you go to live? You gotta punch it.
Sorry, guys.
Nah, you Gucci. You Gucci.
Okay.
All right.
Let me barely touch this shit.
There you go. Cool. That's funny. I don't know why it's funny. You know, he's
All right.
he ain't talking about this nigga trying to act like he important and shit.
I'm surprised he ain't got his shades on right now.
Fuck you. Y'all don't like meeting nobody when I'm out.
What is that?
I don't like meeting nobody. That's why I wear shades.
You don't want them to see your
Oh, you don't like when you don't like want to meet somebody.
Do I have headphones?
So what's up?
No.
No, they're right
Aw.
there.
Well, those stretch.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be one sided though, but at least you'll be able to get a combo.
Sheesh.
I did, bro. I forgot I brought these up.
Hey, you got the record?
Yeah. I bought it.
Do you have it? It's gonna be right now.
Do you have it on?
Well, it's gonna be in post anyway. We ain't gonna like
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I got you.
because we heard it. Sweet coming on this shit. We already know. That the funny thing is like
We've had the discussion that I bought it.
the funny part is
Do I gotta buy another one?
I told. Look, goddamn it.
Possibly.
shit. The funny part is he was like, "You got it." And you was like, "Yeah."
I should have done that.
You
I
no,
should
you
have.
did. You didn't realize you
He
did.
said, "Do you have it on you?" I don't hear myself. Oh, I'm not plugged in.
Yeah. That's
No, I hear you, bro.
That's funny. I hear you too.
You can't hear yourself.
How? What about now?
One ear.
Yeah, it's only going one ear on that one. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, bro.
Put it on your good ear.
You gotta be on the good ear.
On the good ear, on the good fear.
Your phone's on mute.
It is actually. It is on mute. What about yours, Elliot?
Wait. Yeah, you couldn't hear it. It's on mute now.
that was bad drama. That was bad dramatics.
It was.
It was. Anyway, I'm Corey Terry,
This is Elliot Guidry.
and you're listening to the To Be Told podcast. Everybody, what's going on, man?
Man, brother.
How you feel?
Good week. How about you?
I don't know. I don't even know how to judge my week right now, man.
How do you not know how to judge?
I don't know. It's just
Did you just autopilot through it?
basically that's how I feel. I think that's why. Yeah, you know, you kind of just zombie through the week. That's what I've been doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just The voice you're hearing right now is the sounds of. We'll get to him in a second. We'll get to him in a second. Let me talk to him. I'm talking to my boy real quick. So what'd you do this
Damn,
week?
it was just like fuck him.
No. We're gonna get back to him because the whole episode's gonna be on this nigga.
I mean, just the tone.
Yeah,
was like,
he drinking orange juice out of a snifter and shit. That ain't even real alcohol. This nigga got fake juice and shit. Anyway,
Anyways, as you were saying, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out your week because you weren't a zombie, so I knew you had something special.
My boy Jay.
Don't fake it. Don't fake it.
No. He had his bachelor party.
Oh shit! How was that? Wait. No. Don't.
It was interesting.
Okay, there you go. That's good.
It was interesting.
That's good. I seen his wife had a bachelorette party. It looked weak. They was just like on swings and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a good one. No, that's when you got a good. When she's like, hey, we're in Vegas and we're on swings and merry-go-rounds. You got a good one. Because when she's like, you got like asses popping and shit, that you might got a bad one, brother.
Yeah. There was really no moments for us to capture on our social media.
No, stop. Stop.
I'm just saying.
No.
Yeah.
Well, she ain't gonna listen. Ain't nobody listening to our podcast, so you can say what the fuck you want. Go ahead.
Anyways, so yeah, we had the bachelor party.
Okay.
Then immediately, so this was Saturday going into Sunday. Had to be at work shortly after we left the bachelor party.
Okay.
So didn't get no sleep from that time to that time. And
but y'all had fun though.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's all I'm talking about.
It was interesting.
I believe it interesting.
Yeah. It was an interesting time.
Yeah. When's the last time I've been to a bachelor party? I've never. Hold on. One of my cousins, I went to his bachelor party. It's a cousin, but it's a cousin because of other relations. But it's like my cousin,
right?
But he had his bachelor party, right? And cool guy. Not really. He's not cool. but my cousin, I love him, right? So he has his bachelor party. Hold on. Come on. I'm just trying to keep it authentic. So he has his bachelor party, right? It's nobody. It's literally nobody there but me, my cousin, his brother, and the van driver. Like we had a limo, but it's really like the van, like the 8-passenger, the church van. We had a church van. So
you had the Astro van.
Yes. So we met in South Jersey, and we went
pulled up in a pedophile.
Oh, you gotta let me finish. Don't let me get this off, right? It's not a pedophile van. It's an 8-passenger van.
You said get this off.
So all Christians is pedophiles. Is that what you're saying?
No.
They mad right now because they be riding the 8-passenger vans. All right. So chill out. Let me get this story off. So
it was y'all niggas. No.
So we go from South Jersey to this strip club in Philadelphia. It's called Delilah's, right off of like Delaware Ave or some shit like that, right? So we get there. It's we're just hanging out. We're just having a good time. It's all for our fam, right?
Right.
He starts getting drunk. It's my first time seeing him drunk, and he goes, "It's the funniest drunk dude ever." The stripper was like kind of getting him drinks and stuff like that.
Right.
And she was like, she touched him on the nose and was like, "You're drunk." He was like, "No, I'm not." He said, "You can ask me any math problem you want." This is what he says. Okay. This obviously it's not that funny.
I'm laughing at this shit.
That was funny. She's like, "You're not drunk," and he said, "No." I'm not drunk. You could ask me.
He didn't address the.
He was drunk. He asked her to ask him any math problem because he was like a nerd.
He was trying to prove that he wasn't drunk.
That's funny though. Then he starts like speaking other language. Man, okay, this might have took a bad turn.
I was waiting on the punch. I thought it was her joke. She was gonna say something funny. My bad.
No. None. Thank you. Thank you. Actually,
that was funny. That was actually funny.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Anytime someone says that's funny and they're not laughing or smiling, it's pretty encouraging.
That's why I was laughing.
Thank you. I'm gonna focus. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna focus on the people who are laughing. Fuck this dude that's drinking juice. His ice is melted because it got the fake. It was Tang.
Oh God. But yeah. So after that.
Okay. Got you.
As I continue on, I was at the grand opening of the Media Block.
Oh, shout out to Q.
Yeah.
Q Guyton.
So that was super dope. And then after that, I finally got to sleep on Monday.
You sleep? I didn't know you slept.
Apparently I don't, because with these bags and everybody looks at me like, Elliot, you need some sleep.
Yeah, you should. Sleep is healthy. Sleep is just as healthy as ginger. Dead serious. Sleep is a motherfucker. Like my grandparents used to nap. And I was like, why are you taking a nap? You're missing out on whatever.
Right.
Hey, you need that nap, man. I'm talking like you get home, you're not doing shit. You feel like you want to watch Game of Thrones. Take a little hour, because sleep is cumulative.
See, my issue is the moment I go to sleep, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Like
you wake up by alarms.
Maybe.
You sound like you're like a Kodiak bear or something. Like, I don't wake up. I just sleep.
I sleep.
Yeah.
Like sleep.
Okay.
SCHLEEP.
Okay.
Sleep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So.
I feel funny when I say cumulative.
Accumulative?
Cumulative. Am I saying it right?
Sounds like a funny word.
Cumulative. All right. Yeah, sleep is cumulative. You know that? So you sleep, you nap 30 minutes here, 30 minutes, it adds up to your 8 hours. If you're not getting it, you can nap.
It's like recharging a battery.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plug up your phone right now.
It's cumulative.
Anyways.
Yes. Anyways, let's move on.
So, yeah, moving on, man. So that was pretty much the rundown of the weekend. Media block, bachelor party, and
Media block looks dope, though.
yeah.
It looks dope. Or I mean, I haven't got to see everything. You didn't even tell me. I didn't even know what was going on until I saw all like the activity. I was like, oh shit, damn, okay.
Yeah,
I was off on Sunday.
Were you?
Yeah,
I'm
off every Sunday and Monday.
I didn't know that. Okay, well now that I know this, I can involve you in
Too late now.
activities on Sundays.
It's too late now. It's too late now.
Well, I'm just saying.
You know what
from
I'm
this
saying?
point forward,
Respect is cumulative.
But nevertheless, because I was legit going to hit you, but I was I knew
All right,
that.
Joe Budden. Joe Budden always coughing up phlegm and shit on Everyday Struggle.
Wow.
Oh wait, is that bad? Did I notice that he's coughing up phlegm? That's weird. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this? Anyway, go ahead.
That kind of fucked me up.
What I just said?
Yeah.
The phlegm, you're not a fan of phlegm?
Nah, it just was like that was just inserted in the middle of my story.
Whoa! Insert in the middle of what?
Story.
Oh, okay.
Just.
Well, you coughed up phlegm in the.
Okay, what happened was really weird. Okay, it wasn't like phlegm. It was saliva hitting the back of my throat.
Yeah.
What
the
fuck?
Exactly.
Oh, what?
Phlegm.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
So that's what happened.
was
That's what
phlegm.
made
Phlegm was
it
way
gets,
better.
It, It's a weird feeling.
that's what
Nevertheless,
Oh my god.
what the fuck was I saying before this?
I don't know. Who knows? We need. This is a great time.
We
to
were talking about the
introduce
media. You were talking about the media block. So yes, I was going to hit you up, but I legit thought you were going to be at work.
Got you.
So I was like,
No, that's all good.
and then I don't want to be like, Corey, it's awesome time over here. You're stuck at work, and be like, this asshole.
See, ain't nobody in the room believing you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what kind of shit that
Because he
goes
didn't
on
hit
in
me
my
up
head.
either. So
Yeah. See, there you go.
Okay, well, see, now I got to invite all of you guys just to come to the media block.
I got it.
No, I do. No, I
no
got
shit.
Already
you.
went.
Jordan's like, no shit.
Already went.
He's
You
already
did.
went. Hey, man,
What did you
look,
think about it?
Okay. Hold on. But first of all, we got return it. We ain't even introduced the motherfucker. So niggas just talking. We got a lot. Well, most of our listeners right now, this motherfucker giving you the stank face. Anyway, we got return champion. We got
give
Jordan
stank
Lee
face?
in the building. Jordan Lee, what's up, brother?
Yo.
Everything good? Now we have a great guest, another returning champion.
I don't know, because he gave me the stank face. I did have a grandioso intro.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Uh-oh.
Let's hear it.
No,
So you Donald Trump and me now.
Yeah, is that what's going on?
Adoration.
building a clear wall.
No, you're not.
Yo, we got Houston's. We
Well,
got what?
it's clear on my end.
Well, it's clear as concrete. So
Yeah, go ahead. Hey man, it's getting weird. Go ahead, introduce him, man, so he can talk. People know who the fuck they listening to.
If you don't know, you should know. I didn't mean for that to rhyme with O, but you know how it goes. That wasn't even supposed to go anyways. But anyways, if you don't know, you should know. This is O.N.E, one of the most talented motherfuckers out of Houston, Texas.
man.
Will
Hey,
literally
man.
rap you
appreciate
out of a goddamn cipher and tell your ass, go home, try again, don't show up next week.
I agree.
I'm not a rapper.
You are a motherfucking killer on a motherfucking microphone.
Well, what does that? What does that mean?
A killer on,
I'm not a rapper.
Is that this?
because
Okay.
this is a cliche thing, I guess.
Is it?
Everybody wants to be a rapper, but if you're something that no one is equal to, I was trying to figure out.
Let me
I think
stop
he's.
you.
I
Let me
think he's
stop you.
joking though, but
I think,
no, I was
yeah,
being
that
legit.
is strictly for those who are YouTubers.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say because if he's saying he's not a rapper, then I'm like, okay, I'm not going for that. I ain't rolling with that. That's just But
Hey,
but
to
that-
be told podcast. What's good?
what's good, man? What's good?
Hey.
That was a thing though. At one point after Jay said it, right?
Well, I'm not a rapper.
And then everyone was like, would be rapping their ass off talking about I'm not a rapper. I'm like, stop. stop. I see what he was saying.
Right.
And it was, of course, it wasn't cliche when he said it. It was kind of like,
There you go. It has validity.
when he said it, because he was trying to be the business,
Right.
But when people just started saying it, it was like, okay, stop that. Anyway, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Hey, thanks for inviting me, guys.
Hey, thanks for being here.
I called him first.
True. I know what's fun. Actually, what's really funny is that I was like, "Yo, you cool with?" Because anytime I have somebody in mind, I'll hit them first. You cool with X, Y, Z first, whatever.
Right.
And then he usually denies everybody. So a lot of y'all, the reason why y'all ain't coming is because of Elliot. Nah, I'm struggling. But I hit him up. And he was like, "Yeah, I already hit him." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, damn. All right, cool. So that was kind of like,
Yeah, we were mind mounting.
what? Huh?
Mind mounting. It's from a movie.
No.
If you
stop.
know, if you've seen it,
No,
you know.
I don't want to say. I don't want.
That's like strike 2 right now.
Yeah, I know.
What the
man.
fuck? It's like strike 2.
Yeah.
You can't say mind mounting.
I didn't know what that means.
Yeah.
But it sounded totally different at first, so I'm going with what you said at first. What I thought you said. That's strike 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strike 2.
Why you guys got to be negative?
No, this is a positive thing.
Yeah.
Let me get you in a positive
We're trying to
direction.
make you not get to strike 3. It's
Yeah.
just all positive. Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
You already had like the whole saliva run
Yeah,
was
the
weird
back
too.
of the throat.
Yeah,
Shit.
that was pretty.
legit strike 1.
Yeah.
So this is strike 2.
Yes.
For real.
So step out the batter's box. You know what I'm saying? Clear your mind. Tap off your cleats. Tap the dirt off your cleats. And then
Y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Tell the referee you need a little timeout. It's all good. You can do that. Anyway, but man, you got a really strong, super strong single. Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah, man.
And it's so crazy that it took the dumbest song I ever wrote.
That's how.
No, when I say dumb, I mean y'all two know me, but for those who don't know me, the song is well crafted. It's a dope record. I'm not saying it's a dumb record. I'm saying from what my content is generally based in,
Right.
This is a dumb record. This is
When you say dumb, like
this is a dumb. This is a record that I would consider a
Modern
mainstream record.
Yeah.
So I would challenge people to kind of get away from the word dumb, right? And I'm with you because me, I like.
I'm
bars.
judging it based on who I
everyone
know.
else is saying, and
Yeah,
everyone else is saying. Because I look at. Okay, this may be a bad example, but rock with me. I look at certain quarterbacks in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. They could probably, throw 60-yard bombs all day and this, that, and the third. But sometimes, depending on your team, if you got a great defense and all that kind of thing, your scheme may be just like, dinks, dunks, don't turn the ball over, right? And you become that manager, and they may say, "Oh, you just the manager, whatever." It's like, well, that's what's called for this particular situation. So I mean, especially if you still have the ability to do it, because some guys that have the ability to rap like you do don't have the ability to manage the football game, so to speak.
That goes to the fact that I'm not a rapper.
Touche.
Yes.
But I mean, so with you dropping this record and you saying it like that, I mean, legit, how do you feel about the response that you're getting from it?
No, I expected it because I planned it. Mm-hmm. Again, this is a dope record. This is a record that is resonating, and we see the reason why. I purposely did this record like I did it. I leaked it for as long as I leaked it purposely. It leaked longer than that indicated time frame because of fucking Harvey, but I had to step in and do what I could. But again, for the most part, this plan, this scheme was planned out. So, and it worked.
What's a leak now? Because before, a leak used to be like someone, kind of raped your musical library, took it without your go ahead, or
right.
I can't think of the right word right now.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I'm using
platforms.
that term in the literal sense. I created 30-second
Right. Okay. Yeah.
video,
Right.
30-second
Which is super ill.
social media videos.
Super ill.
I gave it to most of the prominent DJs and only posted bits.
Right.
Bits. The club heard it, of course, and that just, hey, what's that record? Who's that record? Who's that record? Who's that record? Who's that record? What's that record? Everywhere I went, they would only play it once. I said, don't play it more than once. And that happened for 2.5 months.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure now when they hear that, they like, oh, I heard that.
Right.
So that's when that's what I mean when I say leak. It's true.
Gotcha.
They never heard the full song. Prime example. It's so funny. This is about 3-4 weeks before I released the record. This cat from Chicago posted a video. It was a minute long on IG singing the record. I never released the record.
Wow.
He learned the record from the post I posted. Right. And just shit like that. Then I got
Now, he from Chicago or he's in Chicago?
He's in Chicago.
Wow.
Got another one from North Carolina. Got another one from New York. I'm like, okay. So I ramped up. I ramped it up even more. I started doing more of the videos, and again, as soon as I dropped it.
How did this get to you? So like, let's say that start with the guy in Chicago, right? He posted. Did someone like see it and someone like started like, yo, this dude's.
He added me.
Oh shit! No shit.
And knew the record, and that's what I sent it to him. I just sent it to him. I was like,
Yes,
that's
you gotta have it. Yeah,
you gotta have it.
Yeah, straight up.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia.
Get out of here, man! Come on, stop.
And I've been talking to him ever since. Saudi Arabia. Swear to God, like no bullshit,
Sand nigga? No,
bro.
I hate you, Corey.
sorry.
Yeah,
That was a 40-year-old virgin reference.
that's fucked up.
You don't remember that 40-year-old virgin when the dude?
Yeah, I had a movie reference.
Those
none of y'all heard
are
it.
our brown brothers. And sisters.
Yeah, he was like, I am a sand nigga. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, you dirty motherfucker.
It's so crazy because this is when he first hit me.
So right now he's looking for the.
Now, mind you, like he's really like here. This nigga greeted me like that.
Right. Yeah. You didn't say Salaikum Salam back?
Yeah, I said it's Walaikum, asshole.
Sorry, but you didn't say that though.
I did. That's me.
Peace be unto you. Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry. I
Come on now.
apologize.
Come on now.
Okay.
But yeah, and this is when he introduced himself, blah blah blah. Sent me his, and I was like, it was crazy.
Wow.
He said he told me that funny thing, and then the crazy part is he said my brothers put me onto you.
Wow.
So I was
Wow.
like, that was crazy.
That is crazy. Now if you
Man.
now if you have one of these trips to Dubai, I don't know. I might I don't know about this dude. Like, I am in Dubai. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with O.N.E now. That's
man.
that's dope though.
That's dope, right?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
That is. Man. Well, I mean, that just goes to show you the power of music,
Exactly.
you know, and how the reach of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you hear, you know, folks that are outside of your normal circle that's been coming to you over the past, you
Yeah,
know,
that too.
over these past projects, and then you hearing about somebody singing it and posting it on Instagram, and you got folks in Saudi Arabia hitting you up talking about they loving it. Like, how does that feel on your end?
It validates my mindset.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Right.
My mindset has always been I want to be a artist from Houston and not a Houston artist. You feel me?
Right.
So it's always been a mindset, and I try to produce the content that supports that. You know what I mean? So
True.
Man, it's gotta feel good too, just knowing you know, your strategy is working too. Just kind of like, let's do this, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, it's like I told it's how you gotta do it, yo. Yeah, that's dope. Cause I know I seen just the I think the I don't even know what to call it, but just the marketing that was going up on IG and Twitter and Facebook, I think was awesome. I don't know who you're working with, but I think it was super dope. Simple,
Appreciate that.
simple,
Yeah.
simple, super dope, simple. Sometimes, like I said, that's the KISS method. That's always go down.
Now, I'm curious to know what inspired the method of the strategy that you're going with.
Just doing something different. I usually I'm usually a dude that like to punch you in the face. So I give you the project.
Yeah,
He go 18.
I don't like being punched in the face.
He go 18 of them, just boom.
Yeah.
But I found that, of course, just watching other moves, watching other successful people move, seeing how social media has pretty much grabbed a hold of marketing in general.
Yep.
Watching these mid-level people, how they promote, how they do it.
Right.
Okay, I say, yeah, let me trickle down.
And a lot of the answers come from outside of hip hop.
Yeah.
Just people doing other things. I mean, you can watch someone being successful with their own flower business and take some nuggets from that.
Yeah.
And I see that. But yeah, just like the whole 30-second putting it out, like also doing the groundwork, going to the DJs. That's pretty. That's pretty
Oh,
great.
man. Yeah, and with that, I think I posted it because I've been getting a lot of love, radio love, and I've been getting a lot of love from DJs now because
Just getting a lot of
I
love.
changed my approach. Not only musically, but I'm usually the one that'll, what's up? You want something to drink? Go to the bar, get something to drink, boom, leave.
Well, that's
But they know what I do.
right.
So when I come to you and be like,
Well, that's called.
You feel me?
Well, if you follow Gary, if you follow Gary V, that's just jab, 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 right hook.
well, I'm. That's for DJs you don't know. I know these DJs by name.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
No, what I mean is,
okay.
but what I mean is, in respect
I'm
to
saying
them,
this. I'm saying it's smart.
Yeah, what I'm saying, yeah, in respect to them not knowing, or them already knowing what I do, and knowing that I don't hound DJs.
Yeah.
So when I come to them, they know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You feel me?
You push them, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you read the book.
Okay.
Jab, jab, jab. So basically, essentially, the whole technique is there's two types of people. People that want to like kind of give content out, but they don't know how to ask for the sale, ask for the transaction. And then you got some people who constantly, instead of like, oh, what's good? What you drinking? Boom, and move. It's the, yo, man, you gotta play my. Oh, I got a dope one. Boom, and it's always that. So basically, it's like boxing. You can't just go out and right hook somebody all the time because you're gonna get knocked out or you're not gonna be effective. That's what the jab is. You gotta set up the transaction or set up what you really want, and that's exactly what you got to do that with women. Like you can't just be like, hey, what's up? Oh, what you doing later on? I'm trying to have some sex. You can't. You gotta. There's a charm in it, and that's what it is. That's what going is. What's good, man? Showing love. That's the charm, and then, oh man, hey, look, I got
I
something.
mean, I do that though.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I don't charm. I'd be like, look.
No,
you still gotta be.
He's talking about the process.
No, I know, but you still gotta be charming with that. No. Let's get to that because you could be direct. No, let's get to that.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can be direct and be like, I want, but usually when you do that, you've charmed them in some way. You can't
get
just,
that vibe.
Yeah.
You gotta feel the vibe. Yeah.
And Patrice O'Neal said it like you could be fucking, I don't know, name. You could be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
He still has to have some type of charm to get a girl. He can't just be like to some girl he don't know. Now when he has them, he can, but not when you just meet him. They look at you crazy.
Exactly.
Anyway, you can
that's
learn a lot
true.
of
That's totally true.
how you hunt. How you hunting women sounds derogatory, but how we pursue women, that's better, right?
Yeah.
How we pursue women and the successful patterns that we use to get women, just associate that to everything in that word.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing.
Yeah. Finesse.
That's it.
Finesse.
Hands down.
Finesse, man. That's I said that in the rap.
Yeah.
I said that in the Yeah record. I finesse these flows so they can cheat more.
There you go.
I just finesse the flow.
There you go.
So we can cheat. Yeah, it's just a cheat code.
Yeah, we got to play it. Can we play that record on one of our breaks?
Definitely.
Okay. All right, yeah. Let's take a quick break. Let them hear that song.
Word, let's
Like
do
it's definitely a record where when you hear it, you gonna vibe first, and then when you listen to it again, you'll be like, okay, this nigga.
He dropping that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because again, I didn't deviate from being who I am.
Right.
Again, I just finessed it.
Right. And when you say deviate, I think septum. But let's go to a break. Let them hear this record.
you're saying
And I
you
understand
don't
it way more than you do.
You referenced the fact that you don't use it because it's a product that you sell.
No, that was an example of some people who sell it that are successful who don't use it. That was my example. That was my analogy. That's what you said. How you work for them and you don't have it? I'm like,
No, but in this case,
Yeah.
it's a bad analogy.
Why?
Because the seller is not supposed to be the customer. In your case,
That's what you just said.
In
You're making my point now.
In your case, no. In
make
your
my
case, you
just
you
made
need
it.
it. You need Wi-Fi, nigga.
Why? Tell me why I need it.
Oh my God.
Tell me why I need
Because
it.
you have a podcast in your house.
Tell me why I need it. Are we not doing it? Have we not had? Hold on.
You are
wait,
inconveniencing.
Stop. Have we not had internet for the entire time and we've been successful?
Whose
putting out
internet are
podcasts?
you using?
We're not using any internet.
Thank you, because you know why? You don't need fucking internet when doing a motherfucking podcast.
But you got guests though.
So that's your fault. Y'all shit ain't working. Guess what? My Verizon is working.
My T-Mobile is working.
Goddamn now.
T-Mobile is working.
Well, don't nobody tell you to move into abandoned warehouses?
That's true. No one told me that. But guess what? I
No.
wanted to move in here. Cause I want to cook my crack, nigga. Bam. How am I gonna get rid of all this crack?
Chris Rock is
That was a funny ass. That was the best joke.
So in case y'all don't know, y'all know we are back.
Oh shit, this motherfucker, yo. Okay.
I'm like standing up trying to do this shit.
Bro, you good.
You guys were going in on the conversation. I had to start recording.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what. Hold on. I know, right, motherfucker. Anyway, hey, I ain't mean to shit on you while we was on break. Y'all probably didn't catch it. I was shitting on this motherfucker, but the music is. Yo,
Y'all can see my face.
I know
They
can see
can.
it. They can see it right there.
Right there.
He's not shitting on me. You saw that, right?
See, he didn't say that with all. He didn't even say that with confidence. He
I ain't
said,
got to look. Let me say something.
He said it. with
if you don't say it
confidence.
with, if you can't say it with confidence, I mean you don't know how you gonna sell it.
There's no confidence. That's
How you gonna sell it if you don't make it?
You sound like Donald Trump right now.
That's true. That's true.
Which brings up a good point.
Which is the greatest insult?
It is.
If you finish that, you a Trump supporter. You take one more sip, you a Trump supporter. Look, I knew he.
Obama bitch.
Well, technically, it's your saliva. Nobody's drinking after that.
See, now we're going back to no. Why you taking back? Why you do that, man? Now you're going back to the whole back of the throat thing.
That was nigga. You just balked.
What?
You almost threw it. I almost finished strikeout.
I'm saying who else is gonna drink that shit after you? Nobody's drinking that shit after you. So if the fuck.
Anyway, yo, I did
So it
want to.
defeats the purpose.
I did want to talk about how
Now,
dope that song is, especially after
You
listening to
spit
it
in my
again.
drink, I get it, but don't.
I'll fuck you up.
Yo, but the song really, honestly, 100%. I think you didn't sell out. It didn't feel like it was O.N.E trying to be somebody else, or that you took someone else's wave. It felt like just some dope shit.
Appreciate it.
I do think melody does carry very, very well.
Look again. You gotta if you're not and I'm not, and it's not necessarily saying you have to change who you are, like Corey just pointed out. But if you're not evolving,
Right.
and not even, I won't even use the term conforming, but adjusting, then come on now.
Right.
What I said on another record called Same Old. It's again, that's the trend. That's my mindset. I got a song called Better Things, and it's essentially just saying, look, nigga, I'm on. You can't be on the same old shit.
That's what I tell all my old bitches. I'll be like, I'm on the better things.
I'm on the
I
better
tell
things.
all my hoes.
No, not hoes. That's disrespectful. I tell all my bitches,
You
There
sing
you
a
go.
song.
I'm on the better things.
Straight up, man.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's just a different time.
Yeah.
You gotta know the sound, and if you are a artist, and if you are somebody that can make that transition, because anything I do, if you look at my discography and my track record as far as making music, anything I do is not out of my realm. I'm never out of my element ever.
Well, and that's what's
Because
so dope
when I
about
do it,
you
it's credible,
is
yeah.
you have a wide range of what you can do.
But you can't, like I said, don't come to me asking for like, what do you think? Because I like bars. I like bars. But I'm
talking about from his subject matter. He
like I'm like an alcoholic. That's how I like bars.
Of what he can do. Like for instance, you can't expect a hard rapper to rap about being soft and shit, but he can legit.
No. And
y'all niggas.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
It's like,
yeah.
Why do you guys got to stretch this shit?
That's true. I'm being.
It's kind of obvious, but I'm just saying. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny though.
It's pretty funny.
I'm cool. I'm cool with it.
You couldn't have a motherfucker like, say for instance, 50 Cent.
Yep.
Okay. While he does have the chick records, he can't rap about some Kanye shit.
He could. If he could.
I'll say this about 50. Mm-hmm. Because I wouldn't put 50 in that category because 50 is an artist.
He is.
Okay.
That nigga can write some records, bro.
Yeah.
I know he can. Okay.
Like straight up.
And he in terms of evolution, he said it himself. In terms of evolution, he was making fun of Ja Rule at first, but he said when we started touring all around the world, he started understanding like, yo, they don't understand English, but they were like, they could hum that. I remember when I was little. I feel like I said this before on the podcast. When I was little, I used to love La Bamba. I don't know Spanish, but la 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 bamba, la 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 bamba, and that's the ponta de Asia. I don't know it, but I can like it. I don't know what I'm probably not saying it right, but you know what I'm saying. I could do that enough to where I was like feeling the record. Love that record.
Yeah.
Don't even know why.
All the
well,
videos,
for instance, could you picture somebody like Ice Cube on Pharrell's Happy?
No.
Okay, exactly.
Right.
And what I'm trying to say is he has such a wide range of.
Yeah,
the
I
stuff
could
that
actually hop on Happy. You're right.
You can hop on those kind of records, and you can also talk about some street shit.
Exactly, because and like I said, you can be of the element.
I can't hear you on Happy. I'm sorry.
Oh, I could kill Happy. You should hear my pop record.
No. I can hear you on Happy if they gave you the record. I can't hear you on Happy with Pharrell on it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I was happy, and then you come in. I couldn't hear you on that.
That's true.
The record, the track, yes,
I got
but
you.
not the way he wrote it.
I see what you're saying.
But you got my point.
Yeah.
But to Elliot's point, no.
This nigga, hold on. This nigga just
Exploded.
did it. No.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not. No more rule. I'm just messing with you. I'm fucking with you.
No,
but that was
I do
funny.
this shit with my brothers, all right?
Okay, bet.
I could write.
Happy.
I could have written
Right.
Happy.
Right.
That's,
I agree.
That's what Elliot said.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not what he meant, though. But anyway. Nigga, why you drinking your juice so fast, yo?
This nigga thirsty.
Parched.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. All right. I'm just going to question him all episode.
Why you sitting like that? Why you doing that?
Yo. Why you looking at the microphone? Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But anyway, yo, I do want to get to some topics, man. That's why we got.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we got the publicist of the year in the building. Jordan, what's going on?
I'm the publicist of the year.
Of course. Oh, well, if I'm voting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo,
I didn't know
this
that.
motherfucker. Yeah, no, seriously. Who's better?
Hey, you a publicist guy?
See, there we go.
Yes,
Hey, we need to talk.
absolutely. I work in PR and marketing.
We need to talk.
I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, see that for real.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm almost flabbergasted that y'all don't know each other. I could have sworn.
No,
I remember I said it to him. I was like, O.N.E. He was like, nah, I don't know. I was like, stop. You see him? Y'all never met. That's incredible to me.
Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah,
And then when he came in, we both was like, no.
that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought. Well, I'm glad you're here because I thought it was crazy to me, but it was crazy to you, right?
Yeah.
And no disrespect, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're very cool
Appreciate
Cool.
it.
as far as I've seen tonight,
Right.
for sure.
But anyway, we got some topics that we're gonna chop up. So that's why we got
I'm here.
Jordan because we don't really do the research while we doing bullshit topics.
Shit, we
Jordan.
just go off the cuff. But,
Yeah. Jordan's like,
we've explained this in the last
they
episode.
be knowing. They just don't care to bring a lot of stuff up.
It just be mainly like it'll be WWF and Philadelphia Eagles
Like,
if it was just that.
happens to come up. It's like, oh, you
We have not had a podcast between about wrestling.
Please,
I know this.
Please no, and not about the Eagles. I know that.
So yeah, I do bring y'all the hot topics of the night.
Let's do it.
First up, Cardi B is number 1 on Billboard.
Hey.
We said that last that she would.
That she would get there.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, she was number 2. That's not
Hey,
a
this my
that's not a hot
question.
take.
I always
So
want to know
technically,
this.
she is now knocking down Taylor Swift.
Yep.
I want to
Yes.
know, is this based on, is that based on sales?
Well, the game's all fucked up now, right?
Sales, streams.
So-
it's
Yes.
everything.
So now
This
it's
is
like
okay, so-
because you get a certain amount
It's
for
performance based, essentially.
you get a certain amount for buys, or you get a certain
Yeah,
amount for
I know how that's
downloads, certain
broken
amount for
down.
the stream. Yeah,
Listen, just not to, let me interject.
yeah.
I know the breakdown.
I'm not. Yeah, I know the formula.
I need 50 million streams on Spotify.
Oh yeah.
I need it on I need 50 million streams.
Just on
If I get to-
Spotify alone?
No, well, I mean all platforms.
Right,
but
right.
If I get to 50 million streams, I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah. Well, you did the math. How would you get to 50 million
I have
streams?
no idea. Fucking deal.
Right. That's like to map that out is pretty tough. So
No idea.
yeah.
You just got to reach some more people that are outside your
Y'all
market.
heard what, and I want to elaborate a little bit more on this topic too. Azalea Banks, you heard what she said?
She's fucking whack, bro.
I think she's dope.
No, she's whack.
And
because
yes, in that way, but she's musically she's
but
dope.
okay.
But personally, she's pretty
I will
weak.
get to another person that people try to justify liking with that logic.
Donald Trump?
But I won't even say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's whack. Like she trolled
Mm-hmm.
Cardi,
Yeah, she did.
but she is dozens of videos where she wilding out to the record. It's
Right.
like,
well,
Yeah, you whack, bro.
I think when it comes to
Who's this?
she's whack.
Azalea Banks,
Yeah.
I like her breast though.
but you like her music. You heard her music.
Not really.
Her music. Well, I think you would love her. It was funny is you would love her
But
music.
it overshadowed.
It's not about. It's
I
not.
have a
No, I'm with.
preconceived
And I'm with that. Right. And I'm with that. But if you heard her music, you'd be like, "This black bitch is dope." I guarantee you. Especially your mind too, your ear. But basically, Azalea Banks, she's an MC. She's dope. There was a lot of confusion at first when Azalea came out and Azalea Banks came out. There was a lot of like confusion with that. So that's kind of how I got to know her. So I started listening to some music, and she was always doing
like
some
Iggy?
interview.
No,
she's
she's
no.
dark.
no star skin
No,
system.
she felt like she stole her name, like using her name Azalea.
And also she's white, and then she's black.
a rapper and the rapper on top.
Yeah, so she's looking at like
And then, of course, Iggy Azalea popped, and she didn't.
she didn't. She could. I think she could have.
Azalea Banks did her thing.
She did. She really
But
did.
Iggy,
Okay,
like,
so what
got
record did
some
she
instant
have?
Success.
You're not gonna, it's not. It's just she has bodies of work. When if you listen to it, you love it.
Like, what would have been on the
You're not
radio?
gonna know. And
Hey,
no,
It wasn't never a main.
She doesn't have.
Rhapsody, though?
What we talk? What we? Oh, you weren't here yet, nigga.
my God.
Oh my, yo, this.
Oh, my God.
It was even her first album. I was late to. I was like 2 years late to it. I thought it was new.
Wow.
And I was like, y'all don't know about this, right? And they were like, that's you talking about the old joint like 2 years ago? But this one, nigga, I'm
Hey,
telling you.
She really, honestly, truthfully, bro, she made me take off some records on my EP.
I'm telling you. Like she
I
bumped up.
I say, okay, okay, fuck you.
Right.
Let's get these two back on.
No, but listening to going from her first project, I think Beauty and the Beast, and then Layla's Dream, right? Layla's her grandmother, whatever. But those two, I'm like, oh, she's for real. Like the first one, I was like, you don't know when, especially when a woman's rap, and it's sad that I gotta say this, but when a woman's rap, you don't know who's writing and whatever.
There you go.
No, this nigga, yo, problem. So, and like I said, yeah, I could say your hip hop palette is maturing, right? And not like it wasn't like you didn't understand it.
Right.
I think it should where you like, ooh, because mine had to mature. Like I didn't like Southern rap for a long time.
Right.
I had to mature, and I was like, my gateway was T.I. And I was like, oh, and then I was like, okay. Outkast didn't count.
Yeah.
But they didn't count. I liked them early. But for you, like I said, that's why when people, I kind of defended when he said, 444 was his favorite Jay-Z album. I was like, well, it's just his palate's just now maturing now, and then he caught that it's different. But
still dope.
right. But I would, like I said, I would just say, well, mine is this. I'm not gonna argue it down. I'm like, well, mine is this, mine is that. But I get it. But no joke. Anyone listening,
Yeah.
this chick Rhapsody, yo, and the production behind. Oh my
It's
god!
just and I think it's not necessarily like jaw dropping lyrics, but she's spitting, but it's not jaw dropping. It's just the construct of every record. It's like,
Yep.
damn, that's a dope record.
And it don't feel like she's chasing anything.
It's a
and that's what I like. But I already told you if I was Lenny S, right, or you respected me like in Lenny S, I would make you give me some like just soulful but like no melody type bar. Maybe creatively within it, and then come back like even on Power, how Kendrick he'll jump and he'll come right back. Like maybe that's just me. If I was able to do like how Dave Chappelle did his like Block Party, he was like, this is the concert I want to see. If this was the album I want to see from you, I already know how I would who I would go get to make this beat, and I already know how I would want to construct that. But that's just like, I know that's just like a personal thing. That's why if you do X, Y, and Z, I'm like, well, I can't be mad. But I know if you come, I'm like, don't ask me that, because I know I ain't. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but as you can see,
yeah, indeed,
it's
indeed.
probably gonna be
Yeah. So like I said, I'm excited about that. So, but
so I just added it on my.
yeah, you got to download all that right there. But our next, what's up? What you got next?
Moving on. Cowboys and the owner
Oh shit.
take a knee at Monday Night Football.
Well, it was before.
Right, I was just
The kneel
before
was
the
before.
anthem.
Right, the kneel was
Right,
before,
before the anthem.
and then they locked arms during. I'm not with that locked arms. Okay, I'm sorry.
Dallas Cowboys and their owner Jerry Jones took a knee before the national anthem. Then the Cowboys and Arizona Cardinals players stood with arms locked for the anthem ahead of the Monday Night Football kickoff. The fans of Arizona still booed as the American team knelt. Cowboys star wide receiver Dez Bryant and running back Ezekiel Elliott said the team was sending a message to President Donald Trump, who in recent days has issues that criticized the anthem protests that began as a means to decry racial and social injustice.
Thank you for that, Jordan. I would say this, right? Because I know y'all got something to say. I can see y'all eyes on fire.
I'll let y'all go before I talk.
So, I'm upset the fact that I'm judging people that stand for the flag now, right? That's one. I'm like, what the fuck are you standing for, right? The locked arms was almost an insult. The standing and locking your fucking arms after what this motherfucker said, I'm almost like, what are you doing? But then again, now I feel like Donald Trump forcing you to do, and I shouldn't have to do that, right? So I'm just gonna sit back and I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna reserve my judgment, but I'm taking notes, right? None of these, I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan. Philadelphia, nigga. None of them motherfuckers, not one took a kneel. These motherfucking New England Patriots, right, was supposed to be the country's racist team. Them motherfuckers was kneeling like a motherfucker. I was like, I better see all these Eagles kneeling. But I know if Reggie Brown and Jerome Brown, I know Reggie White and Jerome Brown, all these the little 96 squad was there, be different. But now I'm just like, man, I do. If I was a New York Giants fan, I would boycott because they suck. All New York Giants fans are boycotting because y'all suck. Y'all hear me? Y'all suck. So I'm considering, because we 2-1. If we take a dive, then I'll boycott. But right now, I'm taking a peek. Sorry, J. Cole. I'm sorry. But go ahead.
No, when I first heard about the Cowboys kneeling, it was they kneeled during the anthem, and then I found out today that it was actually before, which changed my entire perspective about it. It was like you're trying to appease people and still be a dick about it.
You're trying to appease people and still conform.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing is about making people uncomfortable. That's what a silent protest is.
Right.
It's like to make you uncomfortable to understand my point. But then when you stand, it's like, no, but for the flat, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But I will. Like, what do you might as well just take a picture at home kneeling with some people, and then come to the. I'm sorry,
man. And there was. I'm not sure if you watched the news clips after that. There was one, I can't remember his name. Funny looking dude, really couldn't talk to his teeth.
Steve Mnuchin, bitch ass.
That guy.
50 Cent.
No. Stupid. Steve Mnuchin. It was like You know, they can do that.
Stop using taxpayers' money, whole ass boy.
Talk about it.
Was pretty much saying they can kneel all they want, just not on the field.
Wow. That's exactly what I'm talking when I hear Jerry Jones.
Hey, here's my question.
Go ahead, ask it.
Why the fuck is the Treasury Secretary talking about sports?
Why?
Stick to Treasury Secretary, you bitch.
That's right.
Why are all
about
these
that?
motherfuckers talking about other shit than the shit they need to be talking
They don't
about?
have
Stick
enough,
to
they don't
Treasury
have enough people. They
Secretary.
don't have enough staff and administration.
They
They
don't.
keep firing
They really don't.
everybody.
Fuck ass boy. You
And
gonna send the
nobody's even qualified to talk about what they're
You
talking
gonna
about.
You gonna put the Treasury Secretary
Exactly.
out on the media circuit
They had nobody
to
else.
defend you about a football quote.
Who else they was gonna
You
have out there?
fuck nigga. You don't have no staffers. You don't have
Yeah.
no staffers.
Nope.
No, it's literally like
Fuck boy, man.
it's literally like William Perry playing running back.
Oh my god.
It's like you got all these injured people on your team, so you got like offensive players playing defense. It's like they're just out of position. But also what I did like, and I kind of like had to think about it for a minute. You probably gonna disagree, but I honestly like what Mike Tomlin did. Not necessarily, and people calling a cop out, but I'm like, look, let's just keep it personal because now we do know it came out in the open that the armed forces in 2009 paid $5.4 million for the NFL so they could make that a spectacle, right? So now it's not that patriotic to me when you pay $5.4 million for them to be out there during
Because
all
the
this shit.
NFL, and what does that say? Because what
Influence. Am I
it
saying
has
that?
nothing to do with patriotism.
there
It's
you go.
advertisement.
That's
It's just
it.
like a Doritos fucking commercial.
That's all it is.
Wow,
That's all it is.
That I did not know about.
It's a Doritos commercial.
So 2009, the armed forces paid the NFL $5.4 million for them for everything that we see.
The pageantry, the
All
flag waving.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about every year.
Trumpets.
Right. Not that it didn't happen, but they make sure they're out there. They make sure it's aired
Exactly.
Gotcha.
on TV. Right.
Didn't even know that.
Right.
I thought it was just something
So-
that.
Now give
That was
go,
worked in their
go even
contract.
further.
No. It's
Well, you
always
know, I mean, I
about-
just thought it was like part of the show. You
Well,
know?
go
Exactly.
even further. No,
No.
he says that to
Show.
say. He says that to say. And then I'm gonna get into my comment. But he says that to say. I'm gonna be quick. He says that to say. Before 2009, teams stayed in the locker room.
There you go.
They never even attempt. I guarantee you, no team ever stood up in their locker room for the flag. They were going over X and O's.
Right.
So come on, man.
Now on military bases, anytime you heard the song, every car stopped.
Oh, yeah.
You stop and you salute the flag. Right. That wasn't a big deal. I'm with that. Like I said, I'm mad that like you look at people like standing for it and you're like you got to like look at them.
Right.
It shouldn't be like that.
You know the funny. Okay, let me get into my comment.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I've always been a conscious guy.
Yep.
I never stood for the anthem
Like, have you?
Okay. I didn't know. I mean, I would never know that.
ever.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new to me because again, if you are ignorant of the content, then
And I'm ignorant of it.
yeah. So it's
I was
it's,
ignorant of it.
I'm still ignorant of it.
Well, no, and you got to keep in mind, it's not even being ignorant to how the song was constructed.
Right.
Blah blah blah.
The basics, I understand.
I'm talking about everyday life type shit.
Right.
Like how, and again, because it always gets conflated to what you're disrespecting the flag. It's like you're chastising the protest or the gesture versus the content of what it represents.
Right.
Of course.
So how that works is, again, that is textbook 101 white supremacy. That is textbook white supremacy.
Right.
That because what did they do? What did they do when you tried to run?
Tried to run. Tried to run. Wait. Where are we at now?
Slavery times.
Oh, when you tried to run. Oh shit. Well, they chop off your
They
foot.
chopped off your foot.
Yeah. Shout out to Kunta Kinte.
They chopped off your foot if you try to be free. Do you honestly sit and think African Americans and Muslim Americans and Asian Americans and Puerto Ricans, do you honestly think that these Caucasian people have changed their mentality?
Well,
Do you honestly think they changed their mentality?
well, I say this. and I think this is where people get it twisted, right? Because we try to have a show about systematic
Right.
Yes.
systematic racism, right? A lot of people think systematic racism is the nationalists that were marching in Charlottesville, Virginia. That's not systematic to me. That's just racist, whatever, right? I'm not saying don't fear them, don't pay attention.
I'm gonna compound on that, but go ahead.
Systematic is, to me, is when it's just working how it is, and a lot of it is a lot of black people exercising systematic racism without even knowing it, and there's a lot of white people doing it. They don't realize it either. Now there are some that understand exactly what's going on, but I don't give white people that much credit. I don't give them that much. I don't think every white person's out here going, "Yeah, we got this plan. I'm gonna trick you. No, Corey, I love you." Right. No, I think you really do.
It, but you see it. Let me.
So, I still dice them up.
No.
Okay.
You can't. Let me tell you why.
You can't, because you may not right.
No, let me
but
explain
there
why.
is a difference.
It is.
Okay.
But you, because again, I know a lot of white people. I don't think every white person.
You got white friends?
I have white friends.
Yeah.
But you can't say every white person is racist. But
Right.
let me put this into perspective. Let's go back to the origins or the difference between racism and let's use the term bigotry, bias, or prejudice. Okay. Let's break down that difference. Prejudice is individual.
Right.
Prejudgment.
Prejudice is an individual having a preference or having a prejudgment on another individual.
That's a little more typical.
Right?
Right.
Bigotry is more concentrated.
Yeah.
Right? But again, it's still personal.
Yeah.
Right.
When you get to systematic prejudice, that's racism. Because
Right.
racism is the power to utilize prejudice to benefit you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's racism. Because you can't.
Okay, I'll let you, because I
a
see
white
what
person.
you're
If Elliot is a white guy, he's almost there.
Sorry, Elliot.
Sorry, he's almost there. You're the whitest person here. If Elliot, being a Caucasian male, says, "Fuck you, Ryan. I don't like you because you're black." Give a fuck.
Right. That's not oppressive.
You're not paying my bills. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're not my
Get your
oppressive.
bigoted ass on.
Right.
But if I'm sitting in front of Elliot and he's finna hire me, and he has those same sentiments, that's racism, because he's using that prejudice and bigotry to.
Oh, it's racism. It's racism. It's racism before that.
No.
Because okay, so you want to them brother.
Power.
Nah,
when it
because this is why I disagree with. Because you want them dudes that think that racism is only when you control power. I disagree with that. I think the main reason why is I think if
they have other terms for that, and I just laid that out.
Well, and I think Dr. Umar, Angela Rye, Tariq Nasheed. These are people I actually like in terms of dicing up what you like and then what you don't. I do that with them, right? Okay. Some things I don't like, but a lot of things I do like with them.
I get that too.
So when I listen to them, and then when it gets to that part, I'm like, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with just racism is just because you it's a power structure. Because I think I could be racist to a Mexican. You probably, like I said, you would probably disagree with that. Like,
explain your position.
Yeah, to me, racism isn't all about power. Sometimes racism is just about it is if you're being prejudiced or bigoted. To me, that is a racist thing to do, racist thing to say, a racist thing.
No, listen. You can use the term, but I'm speaking to properly categorizing it. That's why you have the term bigot. That's why you have the term prejudice. That's why you have the term oppression. Right. Because you can't oppress me if you have no power over me.
If I say, man, get these faggots out of there, right? That's a bigoted statement. That's not a racist statement because that word could be sensitive to it goes across the board. Yeah. So that's where a bigot works. But when it's race, because you think you have an inferiority over me because of your complexion or because of where you're from, to me that's a racist. But you can be racist in that sense, but you may not. I agree. But you may not have any power over me.
No, but what is that rooted in? What you just said has validity but it still is rooted in what? The mindset that
Racism.
I am more powerful than you. I am greater
Right.
than you. Get what I'm saying?
It's all
so it's
racism.
not. It's that.
Yeah.
That's still.
It's still,
it's the, yeah,
it's still,
in the mind.
no, I'm,
It's
and
all
I agree.
racism. It all comes from the same place.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But my
Shit.
and
But
from
you
what
have
you
to dissect it.
but if you do dissect it, right? And I could be wrong. I'm willing to do anything until I'm wrong. Just like I proved your point earlier, and I'm mad about that. But if there's a white guy or a white nationalist and he's saying whatever he's saying to me, and that's very inflammatory, I'm not gonna be like, well, that's not racism because he's not gonna hire me or he has no. He's broke.
No. Again, I'm. Hear me out when I say it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you can't use that term in those instances.
Got it.
I'm saying let's not, because one thing that black people do a lot is we kind of, and when it comes down to that, because it's so sensitive, we kind of oversensitize a lot of that shit.
And I disagree with that.
As that term, using that term.
Mm-hmm.
So if we understand that racism, when you use that term, it's all institutional. It's all, you have to use that term in the proper context.
Very much
so. Everything is not because one thing that this is a prime example. This example of what Kaepernick did was a prime example of racism being used and being used properly. Let me tell you why. Kaepernick, days after they caught wind of him kneeling, mind you, he was sitting at first,
Which is more disrespectful, probably. Just like
he talked to a Navy SEAL veteran
Yep.
who convinced him to kneel.
Who was the motherfucker? Oh, the Eagle. I don't like no more. I really don't like it no more. The one that was stretching during the national anthem.
McCoy.
Fuck, what you doing, nigga? That's some disrespectful. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he convinced him to kneel. So Cap kneeled. Once they called wind.
He asked for his consulting.
Consultant, yeah.
Okay,
so
okay.
once he started to kneel, again going around. So what eventually started to come out when Kaepernick, days after they caught wind of it, he explained it really eloquently and perfectly.
I agree.
This is why I'm kneeling. Immediately, what happened? Oh, we know why.
Yeah.
Change the narrative.
Military.
Let's change the narrative.
They won't even address it.
He's representing he's disrespecting the flag, not even attempting to understand.
They won't even address it.
That is racism.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
No. I agree with that. But this is to my point, and this, you may be returning the favor to me right now, because you see Ray Lewis getting on his speaking out against him.
Struggling.
He's talking about coon number one.
But you see him. But to me, he's a black, but he's caught up in what's baked into our nation, right? And there's a lot of black people who exercise systematic racism, and that's what I'm saying.
Agree.
I think the racism part is just baked in. So I think sometimes when white people are saying that, they're not going, "I'm better than you." They're thinking like, "This is how it's supposed to be." Why are you doing that? Why are you doing? You should, that's that part.
Well, I think that's totally different. I don't think that's racism.
I think that's systematic. I think systematic is a system. If people just operating and they're operating like
That's why I
zombies.
say it's all racism.
I think
That's where it comes from.
that would be considered what? Institutional.
That's
Because
still-
it's
but not
indoctrinated.
Not
It's indoctrinated.
But I think
Versus-
I think that
so-
wait. I think I associate that with.
So let me don't conflate the two. Let's not conflate the two.
No, I'm
So
conflating
do you
those
consider?
two.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this.
I'm conflating
Do you
those two.
consider? Call the scenario you just posed.
Okay.
Sally Reynolds.
I'm not familiar with Sally Reynolds.
No, this is a random.
Oh,
name.
okay.
Sally Reynolds.
I don't know who that
Sally
is.
Reynolds is a soccer mom. Sally Reynolds works for Baker Hughes.
Okay.
Sally Reynolds has a house in Bel Air. Sally Reynolds doesn't know or is not privy to have apathy for the plight of African Americans because why? She's never experienced it.
Right.
Are you saying that she's the same as Donald Trump? Who is woefully and purposely and deliberately using that type of sentiment as a weapon?
I don't even know. No, I'll say this, and this, I'm being honest. I don't know what to think about Donald.
Yeah, if she's doing the same thing.
No, but she's ignorant.
But that's the part. I
feel
think
like Trump is ignorant too.
I think we're trying to separate systematic and institution, because when you're institutionalized,
But you have this is my whole point. You have to separate it out. You
Be-
can't
because
if we blanket it
because
if
institutional.
we have to
listen,
separate.
listen. If we blanket it, they are going to do exactly what they did to Cap. They're going to try to change the narrative. You got to separate.
That's gonna happen.
I'm not trying to separate to get anybody
That's
off the
gonna happen
hook.
regardless.
I mean, okay, so I
They
hear
gonna try.
I hear what he's saying.
Right.
I mean, media wise, and that's how more folks are hearing about it.
Don't allow them to change the narrative.
I'm not. No,
Right.
that has nothing to do with what we're trying to do. I'm saying when you talk about someone's institutionalized, right? They went through a program and now this is how their mind works.
Right.
That's systematic to me. This is almost the same thing.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree,
Okay.
but it's not. But again,
Do you? Let me ask you this. This is the last thing I
malice
ask.
is not behind it.
Do you? Right.
That's what I'm
But that
saying.
doesn't matter. I don't think when we talk about systematic racism, I think the people who created it have the malice. I think the people who operate it do not have the malice. That's what I'm trying to say. But let me ask you this: do you think that black people can be racist?
No.
I disagree with that, like 100%. That's so
I'ma tell you why.
silly. Go ahead.
No. Let me tell you.
That's so silly to me.
You got to put it in context.
Yeah.
Let me put it in the context for you. I think black people have tremendous prejudice, right? Because again, let's not conflate racism.
Wait, you saying?
Because that's a totally different. This is all my whole point.
Right.
We have to stop.
No, you're
using
talking about
that word.
that's like prejudging somebody. I'm talking about when you know somebody, you can say some shit. You can be prejudice is not having to do anything with race to me.
Give me an example of some of
Well, flip the roles.
how
I can
a black
treat
person
if
can
you
be racist.
because let me start with prejudice, right? Because you keep using that word, that's a prejudge. Just because you've been to jail or just because you're from a leaf.
No, just because Hold
Hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. So
Okay,
just
go ahead.
because you're from a leaf or you're from the hood or you're from jail, and I think well, if he's been there, then that means, you know what I'm saying, that to me that's a prejudgment regardless of your color, right? That's a prejudice.
Right.
I'm just prejudging what couple things that I've seen, what car you may have got out of, or the girl you're dating, or where you live, or the college you went to, right? Or maybe you did the college you didn't go to, right? And I may prejudge what you're going to be, or whatever it is. That's a prejudgment. To me, racism is just, to me, honestly, it's as simple as like I'm gonna get shitted on for this, but racism to me is almost just like just being mean. That sounds silly, but like if you just like y'all Mexicans, this, that, and the third. Like to me, when Trump said, y'all Mexicans, all y'all saying is just X, Y, and Z or whatever they were saying. To me, that wasn't even a prejudice. That was just like some racist shit. That was some shit
But but again, because this is a game.
He's a game. That's why I like talking about Trump, because I think
my mind is on how to combat keeping the narrative, the right narrative.
Well, this is
the
that's a whole other conversation.
No,
Let's drop
it's not.
all this.
It's
Yeah,
not,
it is.
because the institution is already in place, bro. So
But
the institution allows Sally
we're on
Reynolds
the
to
same-
say, "Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's going on?"
Right now this, but if she doesn't know what you mean, and she really doesn't know what you mean, that's the systematic part. But if she's saying I don't know what you mean, and she really does know what you mean, that's
happens
malice.
too.
Right. There's both, and we can't tell. That's why you heard Patrice O'Neal saying like, "Yo, where is racism?"
Boom. That's the point they're going to make, and that's the point they've been making. What have they been saying? You don't know the president's heart. We don't know what's in the president's mind.
Right. Something
They're
can't
gonna
prove.
switch it. So again, you can't use, because that's what they're gonna combat it with. You
Right.
can't say racism.
But this is
as soon as you say racism, you don't know what's in his heart.
But you know what though? But this is why I've been telling Elliot for the longest time. I said on this podcast, I've been saying this for the past 6 months. We're fighting covert racism overtly.
Oh yeah.
So we need. That's why I likened it to playing basketball, right? Rodman, he's pinching your nipples, he's trying to stick a finger in your ass, whatever. You snap, right? And you snap and try to punch him. The referee ain't gonna like even it out and call, oh, he was pinching your nipples and sticking his finger. He's gonna call you trying to swing on him.
That's true.
And that's all they see. So sometimes it's like, all right, that's the game we're gonna play. Gotta play it back. And that's all I'm saying. So
I feel like that'd be the wrong game to play with Rodman.
Now, what you just said was genius, but what you fail to realize is that the best way to combat it is to do it overtly. Because the system,
explain.
the system the system itself is what you're up against.
Right. Go ahead.
Right. So when you can't give me one way covertly without, because you're not going to get any legislation passed.
Right. Well, I'll tell you how to do that. But there's a way to do that. And that's the thing. We don't have every function, right? Because when you look at Golden State Warriors, you got the smiling assassin. Hey, I'm just here. I'm just shooting these threes. I'm having a good time, right? But what do they always say? You need somebody who's going to get in the... So you need that person, right? So to me, we have all this arguing because you may have a Martin Luther King. You may have a Malcolm X. They didn't realize until right before their demise, we need all that shit.
We can come together. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So right now, what we doing is we're being divisive and going, yo, this, Omar's at this dude, Tyreek's at this dude. It's like, yo, y'all all, everyone, you be loud. Sometimes, and I say this a lot too. I think that, and I said this during the hurricane. I was like, because people were talking about, oh, are you out there? You doing that? It's like, look, if a lot of people do a little bit, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Right? So when you're trying to move our culture forward, sometimes it's not always in the form of being an activist and being out front and being this. Sometimes it's just taking care of your family. Yep. Sometimes it's just making sure your bills are paid. Sometimes making sure you're not going to jail. Sometimes it's making sure you're not doing dumb shit. Sometimes making sure your kids are good.
Right.
And it's just that. And if everyone does that, and if you talk about anybody as a team, football, basketball, you play your position.
Exactly.
Robin, you get the rebounds.
Because the end result is going to be a much better situation.
It's a collective.
Right.
So right now, we're at everybody's throats. Like I was saying before, I'm sitting here mad at black people standing for the fucking flag when there's nothing wrong with standing for the flag.
Right.
Right? I mean, you could find things like, I stand for, but for what, I was mad that people didn't kneel because of what he said. I just wanted everyone to be like, fuck, I wanted everyone to kneel like, that was a middle finger to me. And I didn't see that. I was upset. Right.
But aren't you saying, didn't you just say that essentially black people are Sally Richardson?
I know.
Because
I still don't know who that bitch is.
If they don't speak, if they don't speak up, they're complicit, right?
They're complacent or ignorant. They don't know nothing.
Or
wait, complicit. Now explain. Can you explain complicit?
Oh my god.
I know, right?
Hold on, wait.
Explain complicit to me though. I don't think I understand the. Just being honest.
No problem.
Okay.
So when it comes down to the example I gave with Sally, she is not oblivious to the world,
right?
But based on her life experiences, she doesn't have the ability to show empathy.
She's oblivious to the issue.
Yes, well, she might know the issue, but she doesn't know the extent and she doesn't know the impact, so she doesn't have that ability to show empathy. So she's like
to the perspective. She's oblivious to the perspective.
There you go.
Right.
So are you saying the black people that you say you don't have a problem with standing up, which have actually more life experience to relate?
Right.
Are they the same?
No.
Are they complicit by not speaking up?
No, but let's put a button right there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and give this doorman a tip. I forgot to tip him.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay, that was horrible. Okay.
Shit, I was gonna let you go.
No. I bet.
I was just waiting on older flow to it.
I know, right? Oh, he's like older. I'm waiting on older flow. You ready? Back on.
Yeah, we are.
So okay. So this is why I think the word coon is worse than the word nigga, right? Because I think coon splits up black people. I think nigga splits up white and black people. Coon doesn't allow. I think sometimes it doesn't allow us. It doesn't allow black people to really to think outside of the black box, right? And I think that because of that, people just they want to wait to see what real niggas is saying and then agree with it. No one's really thinking outside of the box.
Well, okay.
There are some. Not saying
elaborate on that.
Not saying there aren't any coons, right? There's been a lot of coons that what's the dude with Fox News?
I don't even watch Fox.
The one that was defending Christine Leahy. Well,
I wouldn't know.
fuck, you know who he is. Charlamagne been giving him Donkey today for like.
Oh, Jason Whitlock.
Yes,
I don't know who that is.
that's who I would use the word. That's who I would use the word with, right?
Wait, he's
a coon.
I thought. Okay, you talking about the dude that be on CNN?
Jason Whitlock. No, Jason Whitlock.
Fox Sports.
On Fox Sports.
The fat fedora wearing the asshole.
But just that's somebody I would use it with, right? I can't even find a perfect example of why I'm saying that. But I'm sure you could probably run down 10. But I'm saying I think that's somebody I would use it. But someone who's just kind of like
Omarosa.
Okay. Oh, you know what? This was I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Stacey Dash said some real shit when everybody was calling her a coon. I was like,
Stacey Dash said some real shit.
I think she said some real shit.
Like what?
There was some things in there like yo, why? Okay, no, I'm getting my coon shit out. So when she was saying like, okay, y'all sitting here complaining about this and that, but y'all get mad when I can't remember exactly what she said. I wish I researched this before I said this. But there's a couple little things. Like I said, I can look at things on a scale and be like, okay,
no,
that's weak.
I really want you to tell me.
I can't think, but it was basically about the I can't remember right now.
Do you just not want to be a coon right now?
I wish I could remember because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But basically, it was basically about people kind of like complaining about wanting separation, but then wanting to be included. I think there's some truth in that.
Are you talking about when she talking about, well, why is there BET and why are there HBCUs?
No.
Please say you doing that so I can chop your ass up.
Go ahead, chop me, nigga. Speak, nigga.
But is that what you're referencing?
No, but not on a large scale. But I do think that we do have.
She's a coon, bro.
What'd you say?
She didn't say anything memorable. That's why you don't remember.
Maybe that's what it is. There was something that I agree with, and I was like, I agree with that, or I understand. I understand
You
that.
didn't agree with her. She just looked.
No, I think there was something in there that I agree with.
You have to find that.
Yeah,
Please
I gotta
send that
find
to me.
something. I'll listen to it again and be like, this right here is what I understand that perspective.
No.
I don't. Okay.
Okay, maybe I'm a coon then.
Probably. Give me some more examples.
I can't think.
Your words, not mine.
Now,
No, this no, but
let me say
also too. No, before I go, this is extemporaneous, so I don't have any examples of exactly what she said, and this was like 4 years ago when she said this shit.
Okay.
But there are some things that I know, and I'm just saying this. I'm just being honest. Where people say stuff and people like, this motherfucker. I'll be like, that right there, that's not so. I wouldn't toss that one out. I would actually, I would brew that around. Have a conversation about that message right there.
And I agree. We do tend to sometimes, not all the time, but we do tend to overdo some of our outrage as African Americans. I totally agree with that. But when you say her name, no, bro. She's never said anything credible. Ever.
And then I'm not. Yeah, I mean,
My point is
Ever.
exactly.
I mean, I wouldn't. No, I really wish I had that. I actually want to take
Me
a time
too.
out and
I
pull
wanna
that
hear
up.
this.
Unless she was quoting, like she was lip syncing some of Kanye's record on that when she was in the video. I don't know. That might have been the only credible
Doubt
shit she's ever lipped.
I'm trying to find. But okay.
the context of what
Let's
she was
go
saying,
back.
what
Let's
was
go to that. That's like how we're like begging to be a part of the Oscars and shit, right? And then
Who said that?
that we're not begging to be a part of the Oscars.
Yeah, who said that? Who said we're begging?
I don't know who said it, but I'll say it. We begging to be a part of the Oscars.
Why
Nigga,
is that?
Nigga, why you asking me? I'm not trying to beg to be a part of the Oscars.
You just you're speaking,
Because if-
you're
if-
speaking for those individuals. So tell me why.
Well, if someone doesn't pop up, someone's not nominated, or if it's not a representable amount, we gonna be upset.
And why is that, brother?
You tell me. And I'm gonna flip this on you. Why
Okay,
is that?
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because again, it feeds into the narrative
Mm-hmm.
that we are less than the bodies of work. Because again, the
Yeah.
outrage is not that.
But we know that.
The outrage is not that African Americans are not represented.
Mm-hmm.
The outrage is that the body of works that African Americans produced are worthy.
Of course. But
How was that?
But that's why
How was that begging to
entities
be-
that's why entities like BET and all that popped up, right?
Correct.
Right. So we have that. We're trying to recognize ours. We're still like at their parties begging for.
No, it's not. But then what are you doing at that point?
He has the issue with you.
Now
saying
you're being now you're classifying race now because because if the majority if the gripe from us is it's all white people,
Right.
and you're saying, well, we should get our own shit,
And then we do it, but we don't be showing no love to our shit.
we don't have to now.
We don't have to now what show love to our own shit.
The outlet supposedly
Our outlets, we shit on our own outlets. We show mad adoration to these white outlets.
I agree. It's a lot of
So I don't understand why we even disagreeing, man.
No, we're disagreeing on the merit because you said we're begging, but
Yes.
but
Recognize us, please.
no, it's saying if you're going to have this as a, because again, I mean, keep in mind, just be funky with it. That is the pinnacle of that profession. Period.
Only
So if
because
you're going-
the pinnacle. Okay,
I get it.
No.
We
I
validate it.
don't
I
think you
get
do.
it.
Or if you do, let me make this point. I think that black people, being only 10% of this country, make everything cool, right?
Correct.
Let's make
I
our shit.
totally- I totally-
Let's make our shit cool.
totally fucking agree.
So that's what I'm saying. We're agreeing, but the thing is, we're so programmed when we hear some certain shit from certain people, and everyone comes in and says, "Cool." Everyone, you're not even willing to listen to me, right? So that was part of what she was saying. Is like, look, we want this, but then we mad when they don't give us this, right? I'm like, fuck that, right? I'm I'm like, okay, especially like when I see Donald Glover win, I'm like, yo, dope, because I know that means more money. I get it, man, I get it, but it's like we have like such a unique ability to make whatever we want cool, and if we focused on that, everyone would flock to what we're doing.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think you're focused on the word that he said that we're begging for this
Well,
recognition.
yeah. Well, because again, it all circles back to the narrative that the majority of this country presents, which is what? Kumbaya, my brother.
Recognition of other races
Kumbaya,
other than
my
white.
brother.
You know,
So
that was the Oscar
This
thing.
is a
Oscar's so
post-racism
white.
world. This is a post-racism
Exactly.
world,
Right.
and this is right. We know, and that's when it come to coon shit come in. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. So whenever you come to a scenario to where you are looking at them and saying, "Hey, live up to you," kneeling. The same shit. Live up to your ideals. Live up to what you said that you want to be. How is that something? How is saying
I don't want to get back to that.
we need to create our own
because
Oscars?
I'm with you on that, but because we did,
We're not going anywhere, bro. We don't have a nation to go
We
to.
did create our own Oscars. We just don't respect it as much. It's not.
What
not
did we
respected
create?
as
The Soul
much.
Train Award?
So well, if you look at Soul Train, if you look at BET,
What is it? Give me
So,
something.
the Soul Train Awards is the Soul Train Awards.
but
Just
it-
like the
it's- it
BET
is.
Awards, BET Awards, MTV Awards.
What I'm
Give
saying-
me
So this is what I'm saying. It could be.
actors award show for black people.
No, it's definitely not.
So you got, well, you got
But we don't have
NAACP awards, you got the BET awards, you got. But the thing is, we don't like NAACP award. Nobody really respects it like that.
I agree.
I mean, like if I
We
did
have
get it,
African American filmmakers.
We should
award.
so-
yes, but
We
the
have
thing,
the AFMFM something African American Film Festival Awards.
yeah,
You have that.
But if you win that award, it
Or
doesn't.
film awards. But like,
Right.
I mean, if you're winning that, it doesn't feel like it's.
I see what so you're saying we look for
And just like
we
a
look for
BET
that
award.
we still look for that validation through them. I see what you're saying.
Yes, and that's
There was some movie.
I
Clip,
don't know.
It was something
Sorry.
I was watching, and it talked about the systematic form of how we buy into the brands or whatever have you. While we won't support our own because in our own minds we believe that it's lesser than. For instance, if I go buy this Gucci,
Willie Lynch.
It's so stupid.
if I go buy this Gucci, I'm going to be
Bro.
perceived as I'm equal to them, or I mean, not necessarily equal to them, but I'm in a certain class.
Why in the fuck? Because again,
You better bring up
it's the
Dapper Dan,
human.
huh?
Huh?
You better bring up Dapper Dan.
No.
Oh, okay,
It's the condition of the mind, bro. We know,
Yeah.
know fashion.
Recondition it. That's exactly
No, what
I'm
I mean
saying.
is like we know fashion is trendy.
we are.
We
trendy.
know fashions go in and out. How we know we create the trend.
We are trendy.
We are trendy.
Well, actually,
We create the trends.
Actually, but okay.
How is FUBU out of business?
Because we shitted on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
How is Carl Kanai out?
how is Clark out of business?
You know. There's a reason
They're
why.
actually trying to come back.
But
though.
there's a reason. There's a reason why that a Mexican kid can salsa with his grandmother or bachata with his aunt, right? I can't Roger Rabbit with my niece because it's old. Our shit comes in and it goes. Comes in, goes.
That's
even
the hip
shit.
hop culture.
That's-
It's a forever young culture. So
Right,
Yeah.
but even before hip hop, there's the hustle ain't around no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like our dances come and they go. Everything comes and it goes,
you
and
know
then
how-
we shit on it.
the electric slide gonna always be.
No, it transformed to all this other shit. Now you may not get made fun of, but they ain't playing electric slide no more. They're playing the cha cha slide. They're playing whatever the next thing changes. We don't do the same shit no more. We move on. Now sometimes that's great, sometimes it's good. But the thing is, like we'll come prisoner of shit that we create sometimes, and then we'll shit on it, and then be like, yo, why don't y'all? It's like, yo, just we talked about it all the time with like U2 and Eagle and you can name all the mainstream bands or the dominant society bands, right? They're fucking 67 years old making music, and we shitting on Jay-Z when he was 37.
Exactly.
So now, I mean,
like Keith Murray is coming to town soon,
and I'll show up to that. But I'm that's my generation though.
People be like, "Who's Keith Murray?"
Why is he coming? That he ain't had no song since blah blah
I don't
blah.
understand.
Right.
I don't understand. Like,
Right.
bro, trust me when I say this.
Yeah.
You are making valid points, bro.
But this is
But-
my. Go ahead.
But again, there was only a few instances to where I had conflict with what you were saying, because again, because of the mentality, because it's all about that as far as the condition.
Willie Lynch fucked us up, yo. People don't give him no respect. I've been telling this nigga to read Willie Lynch letters since we started this episode, since we started this podcast. He still ain't read them yet.
Okay.
Because the reason why I'm saying that is because it's like trying to get a girl, right? Let's say like I'm talking to this girl, and I tell you I'm like, yo, nah, I'm about to do this. Nah, she don't know I'm about to do it. Blah blah blah. But let's say I could do it, but if you go tell her, he said he gonna do this. He said, fuck you like that. He said probably like first night, second night he gonna do all that. She gonna be like, she may have wanted to do that, but she gonna be like, man, fuck all that, fuck him, right? And I think it's the same way with Lynch letters. It's like we do all this light skin, dark skin, good hair, light eye, all that ageism, all that kind of shit. And if we read this, we'd be like, oh, that's what they wanted us to do. Well, let's fix that.
Let's fix that.
And we don't do it. If you listen, fucking read those letters, yo. This nigga was tragically brilliant.
Woo.
This nigga came in here and said, "This is what we gonna do," because they were doing it to animals. They were doing it to animals, and they were like, "Oh, well,
This is the condition we want.
This is what we're gonna do with them. That's how they breed. That's how they make animals stronger.
Yeah.
That's how they breed. There was no such thing as corn. There was no such thing. They know how to. They figured out how to breed shit. They figured out how to breed us like animals, like livestock. And if you read that, then you'll understand. You'll be like, oh, okay, this is what they want. They want us these jokes, because it starts out as jokes, right? Like now, if you really understand it, it could really be a joke. If you don't understand it, it becomes a complex.
There you go.
And that's what I'm saying. Just go to YouTube. Don't even read it. Just go to YouTube and listen to it.
There you go.
It's
so informative. It speaks to, and I see. I'm beginning to see what shapes your perspective, and what prism you're looking through, because it is about prisms as well. But what I think gets lost a lot in life, and I'm not talking about black and white. I'm not talking about race. What gets lost now is there's still right and wrong. You know that they trying to blur right and wrong into perspective. No, It's concrete. It's not interpretive.
Simple and plain.
Right is right. Wrong is wrong. There's no gray area.
Because and the thing is, and I look at it this way, right? Because I came up a military brat, so I came up around a lot of white people, around a lot of white influence, around a lot of racist people who didn't say anything racist, but they were racist.
Gotcha.
I have a very very high EQ.
Gotcha.
So you can tell me one thing, you can say one thing, you can try to hide it on your face. But I'm gonna understand exactly who you are. I'm gonna understand who you are.
Gotcha.
It's just that simple, right? Gotcha. So coming up, I understand a lot of white people who are just how they were raised, what they were told to say, what they were told to believe, all kind of stuff, right? I'm around a lot of white people who were raised amongst like hippies and like, oh, this is all us. Da, da, da. But they'll still exercise. But this recently, I realized there's a lot of black people exercising, carrying out systematic racism. We have to understand that. Like, okay. So we talked about the guy who's like not hiring you because you're black, right? But what about the black person who's not hiring you because you're black?
I see those, yeah.
And it may not be because I hate him, right? But it may be because
Prejudice.
Yeah, he went to Bethune-Cookman, versus the guy that went to Stanford, right? And they both are performing high. They both interview well, but I'm going with the Stanford guy. Like to them, that to me, okay, for me, if there's a black-owned coffee shop and a Starbucks right next to each other, the tie goes to the runner. I'm going to the black coffee shop. Mm-hmm. If there's a Starbucks right next to my job, and there's a black coffee shop 4 miles away, I'm going to Starbucks.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
But with some people when it comes to tie goes to runner, the runner to them, even a black person hiring, is the person who went to the white school or who has certain type of diction.
Well, that's the Jim
who has no
that's
nigger
the Jim
on them.
Crowism. That's the whipping, the not physically whipping, but mentally whipping.
Right.
Yeah. That's that. That's Jim Crow. That's not Willie Lynch.
We carry that out on our own.
Yeah.
And it don't even look like coon shit. It don't even look like coon shit. But I think though, if us as black people just figured out how to just not have to be the superstar of the team, right? You don't have to be the Mark, Mark Lamont Hill. You don't have to be the Dr. Umar.
But listen,
go ahead.
Not to cut you off, but just to piggyback. That is, again, what you pointed to, but we can't discount it because, again, we are a nationless people. We're not going anywhere. We have to make sure that because if we don't have power to change the system, we have to game the system. So with that being said,
and it's being done by other races other than us. That
no,
have no
Asian,
Jewish.
That's not true.
It is.
Let me tell you why. I just explained why.
Okay.
They have a nation to back them.
Got it. But still, hold on.
You cannot fuck with an Israelite without Israel saying, "Hey, what the fuck, bro?"
Right. But if you hold on, I don't. Asian countries
you
are not
fuck with a Chinaman.
Right. Yeah. But
what?
But it's the people that are in the U.S. that will fuck you up. That's who they respect.
Well, that too. But again, they have a billion motherfuckers ready for war.
Stop. They do. But in our country, the way they run their community is why they succeed. That's why. Like ask any Asian person you know, right? If you're Asian and I kill your brother, you're not going to the cops. It's not even on some time. They're like, no, because if I go to the cops, I can't handle it myself. They'll keep that shit to themselves. They don't say no snitch. They don't even say that shit. They just don't do it. They literally. You think I'm playing? I grew up in Hawaii.
I got it.
Niggas
I'm listening.
These niggas is black people kind of like they come off rah, and when I started realizing, oh, okay, this ain't. Asians don't fucking play. Not all of them, but there's small communities.
Yes.
Even I don't even want to say this, but even in Houston, y'all have a strong Vietnamese.
Oh hell yeah.
Them niggas don't play. You like look, just think of the last time you heard like some shit happening that like they don't because they don't call the cops on that shit. They don't do. I'm not saying that we should do that, but I'm just saying how tight knit that community is.
I think that's just one aspect of
it is, but also too when it comes to politics, they put their money into whomever they want to influence.
Let me give you because I think Houston is the best example. We are one of the, if not, because I've been everywhere. I'm pretty sure you have too. We are one of the most diverse cities I've ever seen in my life. Period. And I'm not talking about you got
community.
I'm talking about
wise.
communities.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
of races. So, with that being said, one thing that makes my point as valid as it can be is the fact that you have a Asian town. Multiple.
Yeah.
You have a Nigerian side of town.
Yeah.
You have multiple Mexican side of towns.
Yes.
You have African sides of towns.
Yes.
You have Jewish sides of towns. What you don't have, and again, this is commerce.
You're not gonna count Alameda.
What this is commerce is what I'm saying. So
Alameda's commerce.
What I'm. Almeida, you
Shout out to Bar
got to
5015.
count on me. You got to count. But what I say that to say, cut me down. Cut me down. I say that to say, when it comes to us, that clout and that ability to come together in that community aspect will never be done in that capacity because we don't have that. We don't have a nation to come. I'm telling you, bro. The reason why you have sides of town that you see nothing but Hispanic words is because they have Mexico backing.
I think they just work. I think
no, it doesn't work like that.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but you could.
You can't have five. You can't have 5 square blocks.
So you think America's just scared of the Mexicans?
No, they're not scared.
They're not.
When they come here,
yeah,
and they establish businesses, who do you think grants them? Who do you think again?
Right. No, I'm with
they're
you.
coming here with that.
Yeah,
they're coming here with stipends.
Right.
We can't get a fucking payday loan.
No. I do know there's definitely injustice. No, I do know there's something unjust with that.
I'm saying it's not racial. It's because they have a country that's backing them.
I think it's what. That too, but I also think it's what you're ready to fight for, what you're ready to earn, what you're willing to give up. We're not even fighting for. We have so many fights right now. We're not going. We want our own community because we want all of America.
Who are we gonna fight?
Who was the Mexicans gonna fight? Who are the Nigerians? Who are the Egyptians?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Ethiopians? Who are they gonna fight?
Listen to what I'm saying, brother.
We
go to the UN. You're going to see all of those delegations I just named. Are you going to see African American?
No, because we don't do that.
You going to see
the last time I seen it was Malcolm X.
There's no representation of us, bro.
Malcolm X was the only one. That's the last person I seen that. Well,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know much on this topic, but the last person I seen that was actually going to the UN trying to fight for it was Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Right.
But we don't. What I'm saying is,
he's
not representing a nation.
But you just said it. Who else is there fighting for our communities?
We don't have.
There you go.
No,
that's my point,
bro. Listen, it's not because of the lack. It's not solely because we only have one. Literally, in 2017, we have one black representative in the Senate. One.
Yeah. Right.
In 2017.
But you have no Asian representation at all. I looked that up. Is there any Asian representation?
I think one.
So what I'm talking, they have more power and no one fucks with them.
Because they own half the country.
How did they own half the country?
Because they have a nation.
Stop.
What are you talking about?
So they have a nation. So people are like, oh, okay, well, you got this nation over here. So we're gonna give you this block, that block, this
It's
block,
trading export.
Bro, what are you talking? All of those.
I'm gonna look this up. I really don't think that's what it
Every nation
is.
I named is a major trade partner. They have America has a vested interest.
Okay, now we're talking
in this successful.
No. Now you're talking about no, because at first when you said it, no, hold on. Because at first when you said it, you said they have a nation behind them. You didn't say they have money backing them. That's different.
Well, that's what he meant.
It's the same shit.
But I didn't understand.
meant.
No, but
Okay,
you got to
well,
say what you. I didn't hear that.
okay.
So I don't
It's the same
understand that.
shit, yeah.
So you say, oh, they got a nation. I'm like, well, that don't mean shit. Now,
I'm
if
not
you say
saying they got a military.
Well,
I'm saying
no. He
no.
meant. I mean, when he said they have a nation,
I didn't know he
behind
meant. I
them.
didn't know you meant that because I'm listening
It's
to what
commerce.
you're saying.
It's commerce
So if you
that's protecting
say,
it.
so if you say there's but that's going to my point is like we don't have where we our money is collateral. It's just I'm
Right,
about to
'cause
say a word. I don't know.
Majority of our dollars are going to everything else.
It's going to everything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the point he was making. We don't have that representation in there because we don't necessarily.
No, we have representation. We don't have finance. There's
Okay.
that. So you want that's okay.
Because we don't have, and it's solely based on the fact that we are a nationless people. The nation that we live in don't want us, and we don't have anywhere, and we don't have any other representation.
Yeah, but we're strong enough to where we could form that. We're strong enough to where we could put money together and be powerful enough.
I'm
not even going to doubt that. We're way more influential and powerful enough to where we could be doing some of this shit.
That's today. That's when you have brothers like,
No, not even today. We've been influential. We just ain't doing it right. We've been doing it wrong.
We're doing it wrong.
We've been doing it wrong since Tulsa. Because Tulsa, they proved it that we that strong and we can do that shit. And they burned it down and it kind of went astray. But we ain't done that since.
But do you see the problem with that, bro?
No. I see the problem with it.
Okay, we are a nationless people.
But you see Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? When white people were borrowing money from our banks and shit, right? And our doctors and our buses.
The United States government bombed it.
Right. No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
What are you squaring then?
I'm not disagreeing. What?
At every turn, what are you trying to square? At every turn, even when that occurs,
I'm just showing you. I'm showing you how
the
we
nation
could.
that we are in
Right.
says "fuck you."
I'm saying that we can do
Come
it.
on, dude.
I'm just hold on. I'm just proving that we can do it.
listen. At this point,
You're saying we don't. Are you saying we don't do it because we're gonna get bombed?
No.
I would understand that.
What I'm saying is,
I want to say why niggas wouldn't do it because they want to get bombed.
What I'm saying is, in respect to, I'll break it down even to a smaller level.
Right.
They got better at this racism shit.
They did because every time they move it, you go from slaves to criminals. It goes. They move. It goes from redlining to like
so
Chris. Real quick before you, because I know you're trying to close out. But real quick.
No. I wasn't trying to close it out. I was just going to add to it. I was going to say at this point, since we know collectively, there's a majority of us that know the issue with us.
It's not a majority.
Yeah.
A good percentage.
Okay.
How about that?
I don't even say that.
Well, I would say a good percentage. There's no plan. There's no action plan.
Right.
To combat it.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Okay. And that's what I'm trying to get to. Is I'm trying to get to. Okay, we understand the plays that are being made. How do we combat that? How do we begin to bring about a solution? I mean, how many times are we going to just keep here, having a fuss about the situation, saying this shit is fucked up? Yeah, it's still fucked up. But at the end of the day, are you going to deal with something fucked up, or are you going to try to figure out how to make a change with this fucked up situation to where it's no longer fucked up?
I don't have a solution.
And that's right now is what I'm only doing is opening the conversation.
Right.
No.
Instead of talking about what the problem is, we know the problem. The problem has been happening forever.
Well, people say that all the time. I'm really convinced people don't know what the problem is. People say all the time, we know what the problem is. We need to find a solution. I don't think people really know what the problem is. That's why we're not finding a solution. I believe our true problem is division, right? And that's going back to, like you said, Jim Crow to Willie Lynch. That shit has been so split. We're so divisive to where we're so small to where our small numbers could move like Asian and Jewish and all that kind of stuff. Jewish are like fucking 10% of our country, but they represent like almost between 50 and 70% of the billionaires of the world. That's a silly ass quote, dude. And no, of course we didn't get our 40 acres and a mule. They somewhat did. I don't know what the term would be. It's not 40 acres and a mule.
Bro, okay. I like that quote. But you just hit it on the head.
Yeah.
It's not equal footing. You can't say that.
No, it's not. It's not. But I think that we have to understand it's not equal. And if anyone knows how to win a game by starting 20 points down, it's who? It's fucking us. So it's like, okay, are we down 20? It's literally like coming at halftime. Look, we down 20, and we won like 3 games like this already. It's like, look, okay, look. We down 20. Let's just get to the basics. Let's just knock this out. And literally, that's what we have to do.
That's true.
And now that's not even practical. What I'm saying, so that I don't consider that a solution. But I think the solution.
But the mentality is there.
Right. But the solution is the solution is we got to cut out just all this division, because that's the easy. They're like, because I think if I'm white, I'm like, just divide these motherfuckers. They're so competitive. Just pit them against each. It's not even gonna happen.
Because everybody want to be first.
I would hate to see a herd of pit bulls coming at me, but if I make them fight each other and taking each other out one by one, I'm not worried about pit bulls.
Right.
But if they herd together, I'm like, okay, we got something to worry about. All right, let's get. What y'all want? Kibble? What y'all want? What y'all need? We're gonna take care. Because I know when I'm coming up,
that's totally true.
On any playground, any bully, right? You're gonna be at, okay. Or even a better example, if you meet a white dude, right? You meet a white dude that might be a killer, or like a Middle Eastern that think make bomb something. You're gonna be nice to him, right? That's just a dumbass defensive mechanism. You're gonna be nice to him. Like, well, if he bombs y'all, hopefully he don't bomb me. That's what we do. That's what they would do to us. That's literally the approach. They were like, look, this, what do y'all? Hey, what do you need? But we don't. We just gotta be. We gotta continue to be strong. We can't conform. I don't know. My dad always told me, you gotta be force with force. Man.
You had a great when you were talking about MLK and Dr. King, where you had the rambunctious one and then you had the straightforward one.
Well, and that's speaking to what everybody has a plan, right?
But for us,
everybody, and then my plan is the best plan.
And no, my plan is the best plan. No, my plan.
His plan.
And you know what? I'm just gonna bring you down so everyone knows I'm the quarterback. Right. And it's like, no, we can't do it. Like I said, my dad, when I was playing football, like when I first started playing, and I was playing at a real young age, and there was a lot of bigger dudes who was ready like to murder me on fucking sight. My dad was like, you if you scared, you can't like duck them. You gotta meet force with force. Right. So even if you're scared of them, you gotta go right at them. Yeah. And that's why I had to teach I had to like really force myself to go at people that I was scared of, just so I wouldn't get hurt.
Right.
Till I started to figure it out. Like, okay, this is just how you supposed to play the game. Like I remember I would like, okay, look, I need like punt return. I would go punt return, like, and I can't tiptoe down there and then try to tackle him. Why you looking up in the air for that ball? I'm gonna come hit you. Right. That's the only way I knew how to. You gotta meet force with force. Because if you didn't, you're going to get hurt. The advantage is on them. So when you look at this in terms of force, the way even though it's systematic and they may not understand, because like I said, I don't give all white people that much credit to where they understand they're being that strategic and where they're like putting us in, and we don't understand.
It's economics,
right?
That's how that's the force.
How do you get that to happen on a mass scale?
Well, it's a one accord type thing. It's the Willie Lynch type shit. Know the game plan and combat the game plan. That's it. But again, and from our perspective, we know the stats. The stats are out there. Our buying power is ridiculous.
It is. Right. It is. We're early adapters on tech. All that kind of stuff.
We're the ones. We're always the ones.
In order to beat the system, you got to understand it first.
That's it.
That's what I'll close out with.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what I was talking about.
Please read or go on YouTube and listen to those Willie Lynch letters.
Please. I'll do that.
Please.
I'll do that.
Man, it'll open you up, man. I like it'll.
And then I know
It's not even on no militant shit. It's just on some cerebral, revamp your mindset and
Just
your approach. Yeah,
Look at it like this. Just give this white man a lot of credit in terms of how demonic his mind was and how he was going to set black people back. Because everything that y'all are saying, everything that y'all are doing, how we're judging everyone, he said this was going to happen.
Yep.
This is what we're going to do. And he was like a consultant because he was, last name was Lynch, obviously. You already know where that comes from, but he came from
and don't get it twisted.
Yeah, don't get
That's
twisted.
where it came from.
That's where it came from. His name. He came from the West Indies because he was successful. They brought him out like literally like a consultant and was like, hey, look, I keep having to kill my investment. How do I not kill them and still dominate them and to do what I want? Boom. You know what? For the next X amount of years, if you follow what I do, this is what you got to do. Do bang, bang, X, Y, Z. And he lists it out. And this is way before any of us were even born that are listening, more than likely. And we're doing it right now. We're just in terms of sexuality, in terms of, like I said, light skin, dark skin jokes. Or you got good hair, you got bad hair, you got pretty eyes, you don't, all that shit. He lists it out, and you would think that it's like, oh, maybe he understands black. No, he basically set up a scheme for what he was going to do for everyone, and how he was going to manage black people and manage their minds, and how the woman was going to be in front and the black person was going to be in back. It's so fucking. I'm looking like, and like I said, I'm almost had to say I'm actually impressed, but not to like
giving props, but
right. Just like wow,
to see aspects of that still and today.
But then when you look at how they did animals,
the crazy part is you guys were saying that this was a test done on animals.
Well, this is how they rate. Well, look at how they get studs and like how they race horses. They look at them and they go, okay, you don't get they kill the horse that hurts his ankle. Like if a horse twists his ankle in a race,
you're dead.
It's a dead horse. Like it's not even worthless. It's worthless to you. That's what they do. It's glue. It's real. So when you look at dogs and breeding pits and all that kind of stuff, depending on what you want to do, they learn how to breed them to be fast and to herd this, or to be big and to scare this, or to be dominant with teeth and to kill this. Right. That's what they
literally
do.
bred. Let me just put it like this and break it down. They bred house slaves. They bred field slaves. They bred brute slaves
for fights.
They bred semi-intellectual slaves to be that bridge.
To what would be the term?
To read
the Bible and to pretty much
the
have
word.
Man.
Nat Turner.
Straight up.
Oh, and luckily he.
So it looked like he's brilliant, but it's like no. Well, they wanted him to be brilliant because he was their type of brilliant,
exactly,
and they wanted him to teach what he wanted to teach, and that's a true example of systematic.
Oh yeah,
because he's black and he thinks he's doing great, and he's just exercising this plot.
Right.
That's super duper systematic
that's a
example.
Whole another topic,
and that's going on. Like there's black people that do that today. They think they're just preaching the word.
Who do you think those people are, sir?
Well, Jason Whitlock is one of them. I gotta say.
I'm talking.
But also too, I think it's a lot of people in rap.
A lot of people in rap. A lot of people in religion.
Man,
still perpetrating.
Man,
this.
We can stop right there. Rap.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
R&R.
Tell you what.
Get me started.
Where can they find the single?
The single is everywhere,
especially in Africa. Maybe Somalia,
it's
Cameroon,
everywhere. I mean, don't be surprised.
Dope record, man.
If I have a show out in Lagos, but yeah, man, all streaming outlets. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Shazam. I mean, literally everywhere. Just Google O.N.E. The title of the single is Yeahah, Yeahah.
You already know I'm a huge fan of you, huge fan of your music. So, if we have anybody on here, we're a huge fan of, because we don't have a producer like I said, like you should get this person to get that person. We pretty much like We want to talk to you, even if you've been on here 3-4 times. We want you on here a 5th and 6th time.
Yeah.
So, man, we're proud of you, man.
Hey, appreciate
Keep grinding.
it, man. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we going up, man. We going up. Video coming soon, by the way.
Word. Oh, I did see that.
So you about to have the Vivo popping?
I seen some like Mad Max shit.
I'm a kind of
motorcycle circling you and shit.
I'm a kind of treat this video the same way. It'll probably be done in a couple of weeks or in a week, but then we gonna make sure this is the wipers. we gonna try to lead. We're gonna try to get some hype around it, and then we're gonna release it. So,
Already, bro. Already.
Yeah.
Your socials?
IG O.713. Twitter, one's the name. My Facebook page is the same as well. One's the name.
Already. That's it, man. Ellie Guidry at Ellie Guidry, ELLITGUIDRY. Corey Terry, COREIGHTERRY. Follow the To Be Told podcast at To Be Told podcast on Instagram. I think we're To Be Told podcast on Twitter too. Holla at us, man. We out. Let's go.
Always accessorize and clothes like it's R&B. Gimmick to win it, but sacrifice the artistry.
Yo.
My life, the king understood.
Yo, I got a bottle full of Patron, but it's really filled with bottom shelf. I'm from Delaware, but I tell bitches Philadelphia. They say, Corey, who you feeling? I be like, myself. Yeah, I'm gonna hold back though. I ain't gonna go crazy. Yo, you close? Word up. Yo, when you get here, you gotta park in the garage. So you're gonna park at the top two floors where there's no ceiling.
Let me see you mind dumping that in the trash can? Just kind of like flick it.
Say that again?
I didn't want to open it and then it be all over the place.
I think, is that where you normally park, in the garage? Okay, yeah, bet. Yeah, do that.
He's already here.
Alright, nah, he on the way. I seen a little bit, brother. This nigga, he probably pop up at the door like sometimes. I'm like, how the fuck you get in here? I ain't give you directions and shit. Just looking at the door. I'm like, nigga work for the CIA and shit. FBI be writing your rhymes, nigga. Let me finish setting up. Alright, I see you in a sec. Alright, let me look at this camera. See how it's gonna be.
Alright, give me a mic check on your shit real quick.
And who is this again?
O.N.E.
Oh, MC Kane's brother.
I'm sure you've seen him somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. You know MC Kane? Okay, yeah. You see him, you're like, oh yeah, I see this nigga everywhere. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. My favorite color is red. Sometimes it's blue. I be crippin' and blooding on you.
Give me a check on that mic.
You went to regular college. I went to Northwestern
Mic
U.
2.
Hold on.
My voice is low.
We need
So
to
I don't
we need
know
to
if
get
that's
him
a go.
we need a fourth mic though. So we're gonna try to figure out what's going on.
We have the XLRs for it now.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna put